I'm Tom Lounibos. I'm the co-founder and CEO of a company called SOASTA, and we are a test automation platform for mobile application developers. We enable the developers to understand how their applications are going to work on Android and iOS phones, and we ensure the quality of the user experience by doing so. Well, you know, mobile application development, that whole life cycle is really wide open. The development platforms like great players like Accelerator and Sencha and PhoneGap are out there, and then there's really been a big void in testing. All the testing tools were set up for client-server applications, and so we come in to provide beyond the application development platforms, a test platform for test automation to ensure that those applications that go out in the wild actually work and function. The big problem in mobile is that 80% of the mobile applications go out the door without having been only manually tested, which doesn't give a full testing process. And so a lot of apps don't work. They either don't function the right way, or they're very slow, or they crash. And in mobile, you only get one shot. There's lots of alternatives, mobile apps out there, so if your application doesn't work the first time out, you're probably not going to get that visitor coming back the second time. Well, the explosion of apps, everybody knows about. Everybody has a different number, by the way. We started off with about 850,000 apps this year, and now we're well over 1 million apps, and some people think we'll get to a couple million apps. I don't think it's the number that really matters, by the way. We're seeing a lot of disposable apps. As a good example of one of the applications we tested all this summer was the Olympic Games. It's a 3-week app. We had several mobile apps that were put out by the London Olympic Committee that we tested. Lots of BBC applications that streamed content of events. But all of these apps that spent years of development actually were only out there for 3 weeks. And they had enormous use and transactionality and people watching races all around the world. So we're seeing actually a movement towards disposable apps, especially in the enterprise space. You know, another application environment that we tested recently was the iPhone 5 launch. All the pre-order sites, whether it's by the carriers around the world, are set up, and they're really set up for 1 week. But they're enormously popular, where you had 2 million orders in the first 24 hours. And so you can't have these sites fail. They're a bit disposable. And so quality is becoming more and more important to all the application developers around the world, especially around mobile applications.